You can find inspiration anywhere, you just need to be intentional about it. Unfortunately, these days we spend a lot of time scrolling on our phones and watching other creators, saving their work and then thinking, I'm gonna save this for later and recreate it, or use it for inspiration, and then you never touch it again. I know that I personally have one of those folders. It's called Reels and Art Inspo on Instagram, and I save so many reels on there and I never go back and look through because I'm constantly scrolling and looking for the next best thing, and it's this vicious cycle. How social media is just like trying to find the next best thing, and then I never actually do anything that I'm inspired by, and I never create anything new. Here are some of the places that I look to get actual inspiration that I'm not just gonna save for later. Pinterest. Now, okay, I know you know what Pinterest is, and I know that you've been using it for 10 years. I just felt that I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I didn't put it on this list, considering I use Pinterest the most out of any way to get inspiration. When I'm at work and I need inspiration for an illustration or a layout for the magazine, first place I go, Pinterest. I have so many things saved for magazine design and illustration, and I constantly use it for work and animation ideas. Pinterest is great because it has an algorithm that gets to know you, but you're not forced to constantly scroll through and look for the next best thing. So that lets you be a little bit more intentional about exactly what you're looking for and what kind of inspiration you need. Pinterest has photography, home renovation, graphic design, wedding inspo, illustration, and outfit inspiration. It has everything you need. You can click through and find specific creatives whose style you like. I will say the downside of Pinterest is that you are still scrolling through and looking at a bunch of other people's work, and it is still very saturated, so that can still be a little bit overwhelming when you're looking for something specific. Magazines. You already know that I love magazines. I work at Travel and Leisure magazine. I have an incredible appreciation for the art of print. Travel and Leisure, for example, is great for photography and travel inspiration. Duh. And if you look through, you'll find some cute little illustrations throughout done by yours truly. But there are so many different kinds of magazines that you can subscribe to. You can find a magazine for virtually anything you're interested in. Magazines also have incredibly talented designers behind them, not just me. But there are so many designers, and you can look through and get a lot of inspiration. And I personally, because I do work in print, find them immensely inspiring. Books. Books are similar to magazines, but they're still different. Okay? They're a bit more curated than a magazine, because when someone is coming out with a book, like, that's their book, you know? Magazines are published once a month or once a quarter, whatever their subscription system is, but a book is like, you know, you gotta get it. You get one time that you're making the book, and it's gotta be good. I have a small collection of art books, and I want to have a big collection of art books. It's something that I'm working on. I always get a new art book when I'm traveling, especially if there's like some museum that I really love, to try to get an art book from there. Some of my favorite art books are, this book is Jean Howard's Hollywood. It has a bunch of old Hollywood photographs that are just incredible pieces of art and a piece of history, and I really, really love this book. Another book that I found at a library stoop sale for Art Deco illustrations. Then I have this other book, 100 illustrators, and another one that's 500 record covers. I have a growing art book collection. I would love to make a video about it. If you're interested, comment down below and I will happily do a video about my growing art book collection. My coworker actually just brought in this book for me. It is from AI, which is American Illustrators, and they have like an awards thing, like they pick like the top illustrators and then they make a book with it. And this book is for the 43rd awards, or, you know, I think it's awards for the 43rd awards. First of all, the book is shaped like a snake and you have to like pull the tongue to open it. It's really, really cool book design. I found so many new illustrators. I found their portfolios. I'm gonna link a bunch of those portfolios in the description. These are just the illustrators that I like specifically really, really loved, and they were very eye-catching. There are so many more in this book, and I think they post it on their Instagram as well. Google. You can just Google search illustration or photography portfolio or I don't know, whatever else, and someone will have already made a list like top 10 illustration portfolios or top 10 photographers you need to know. And then you can look through that, and obviously those are kind of maybe more biased because one person is creating that based on the kind of photographers or illustrators that they like, but it allows you to find new illustrators or photographers that you wouldn't have known to look for previously. This is one of the main ways that I find a lot of the portfolios that I'm inspired by, and I have a growing list that I plan on going back to when I'm finally ready to redesign my portfolio, which is going to be an entire project, and I'm also going to be making a video about that, but it's probably going to be a series of videos because I think anyone that is capable of just putting their entire portfolio redesign in one video is incredibly talented. I know I will not be able to do that because it's going to take me weeks, if not months, and it's going to have to be a several part video. Go outside. Winter is ending. Your seasonal depression is melting away. Go outside. Go to a park, sit on a bench, and people watch. See what they're wearing, see how they do their hair and their makeup. Walk around and go and look at the poles. There's always stickers on poles. People made those. Those are always inspiring. I have so many pictures of stickers on my phone that I'd like find on a pole, or like different graffiti that I thought was funny or cute. Go to a museum. I can't believe this is like the last thing that I'm saying, but go to a museum. I live in New York City and I'm very lucky to live in a city that has so many incredible museums, and I never take advantage of them. And that's one of my New Year's resolutions this year, is to go to a museum and bring a sketchbook, bring a pencil, sit down and sketch. And again, that's another video that I really, really want to do because I just want to be more creative and go and like push myself out of my comfort zone. And there are so many museums in New York City and I just should be going to them. So just go outside. There's so much inspiration there. People are the biggest source of inspiration, always. I hope I inspired you to get inspired. If I didn't, sorry. Okay, now go do something creative. Love you, bye!